Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in today to talk about families again. The other day I did a video and I talked about when you have drama in your family. And the drama is never corrected, so it's allowed to go on year after year after year. But today I wanted to talk about another aspect of families, and that's like the mother-child role. And I'm not talking about when your children are under 18 or under 21. I'm talking about us that are adults and we are trying to have a relationship with our parents when we're adults. Now, let me just tell you what inspired me to do this video. And Lord, if my mother hears this, she's going to choke the shit out of me. So let's tread lightly because next time y'all see Rachel, she might be fucked up. So, y'all, couple months ago, me and my mother had a disagreement, and we didn't speak for a couple months. But Mother's Day rolled around. I only got one mama, and I love her, despite the fact that she gets on my goddamn nerves sometimes. So on Mother's Day, I did the right thing. I picked up the phone and I called my mommy, and I said, "Happy Mother's Day, and I love you, and all of that." And basically, we squashed whatever it was that you know had made us not speak for a couple months. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because how do you handle a relationship and disagreements that you have with your parents when you are an adult? Now, I don't mean like when you're in your early 20s when you should still be having that respect for your parents, but you know, when you start to get older and you and your parent might have a disagreement. Now, let me just say this. In my family, we have always been taught to respect our elders. It is ingrained in us. It is not something that we can get away from. We do not disrespect our elders, no matter how old we are. I don't care if you're in our family and you're 60 years old, and I have a 92-year-old grandmother. You know, we are taught, that you don't disrespect them. You bite your tongue, they could cuss you out, call you all kind of names, and you're not to say anything. But as you start to get older, and I mean like 30s, 40s, 50s, and you're no longer a young person, how do you handle those disagreements with your parents? Because this is the dilemma that I've been having lately. When I have a disagreement with my mom, I feel like I can't voice how I feel because it would be taken as being disrespectful. And I'm not trying to disrespect her, but I'm trying to speak up for myself. I'm trying to get my point across. But I feel that I'm in the role of a child where I have to sit and listen and not verbalize what's in my head that I want to say back. So when I'm having a disagreement with my mother, she's going on and on and on and on, you know, cursing me out and all that. And in my head, only in my head, y'all, I'm having an argument with her. I got all these quick responses, these one-liners that I want to throw at her, but I can't do it because I have respect for my mother. And after this last disagreement that me and my mother had, I spent a couple days thinking about how unfair it is that I can't speak my mind without being seen as being disrespectful. Now, I know a lot of people will watch my video and say, well, I wouldn't let my mother talk to me like that. I would, you grown, you over 50 years old, girl, why you letting her talk to you like that? And don't think that I didn't think those same thoughts, but like I said, and that's why I wanted to start off by saying that respect has been so ingrained in me that until the day I die, I would never disrespect my mother, no matter how old she is and no matter how old I am. I will never do that. My conscience wouldn't allow that. So I find myself in a dilemma when we're having arguments, or not arguments, but disagreements. because I feel like that she knows the person that I was when I was in my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, when I was younger. But when I think about it, I've only lived in her house 21 years, okay? 21 years. I've been out in the world 31 years. So the person that she knows no longer exists because the world has shaped me into a different person. I have been through trials and tribulations that she has no knowledge of. I've been through hurts, dramas, and things that have changed me into a different person that she has no knowledge of. I present an image to her as her loving oldest child. And there are things sometimes that go through my mind that I want to discuss with her, but I don't feel comfortable discussing it because she's my mother, you know? So when we have an argument, I'm in that place of being or feeling like a teenage child where I have a parent standing on one side blasting me and I'm supposed to be quiet because you're supposed to respect them. And honestly, I think that's unfair. Now, don't get me wrong. If we're having a disagreement, I am not gonna tell my mother, look, you better go on somewhere and sit down before I fuck you up. I'm not gonna tell her that, you know. But a lot of times that's what you're thinking, if you want to be honest. You're thinking if this lady don't get out my face, Lord, I'm gonna take that cane that she on and I'm gonna wear her ass out. She better go swear sit the fuck down. That's what you're thinking. But in your heart, you're not gonna do that. But you need to get this fire that she's ignited inside of you by arguing at you out. And in my case, and in the case of my siblings and some of my family members, we don't do that. We just simmer like a little simmering pot, and we hope that this conversation that we have is over quickly so we can get away and blow off some steam. Because we can't blast them. We just can't. How you gonna blast your mama and then walk away and feel good about yourself? So you just let that stuff simmer inside of you. Now, like I said, I would never ever disrespect my mother. And if she ever hears this video, y'all, I'm telling y'all, she gonna fuck me up. My mother is 70 and she's going to fuck me up. I'm gonna be on screen unable to talk because she's gonna be done bust me in my mouth. But I just was thinking about that, y'all. I was like, look, lady, you're talking all this shit. And I want to say a couple things to your ass, but I can't say it because you're my mama. So I was just wondering, like, do other people go through that with their parents? I don't mean folks that are like in their 20s and stuff, because you guys are still young, and you're still being guided, and you should show respect and all of that. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't show respect at our ages, but when you got kids that are adults and you are old enough to be a grandmother, how do you handle when you're in a conversation with your parents, a disagreement, and they're blasting you because they've done it all their lives, so they're used to being in that parent role, so they forget that not only is my child an adult, but my child is combing gray hair just like I am. I don't know if I'll ever get to the point where when we're in the middle of a disagreement or she's blasting me and I say, now wait a goddamn minute now, you know, let me talk, mom. Let me talk. Can you shut the hell up for 1 second and let me talk for once? You know, get her attention, you know, and then say what I got to say. I don't see myself doing it, y'all. I just don't. And it's a dilemma for me. And it's a lot of the reason why we didn't talk for those 2 months. Because I was here feeling like, you get to say what you want to say, but I never get to even forget defend myself, but speak up for myself, you know? because you will talk over me. And if I try to get loud, you will say, wait a minute, are you disrespecting me? You know, how dare you speak to me like that? I'm your mother. Never forget, I'm your mother. That's where it would go if I was to blast back, you know? And, you know, it's just a weird place to be, and I was sitting here and don't think that in these 2 months I was sitting there like, look, you know, I'm fine without her. Because, she ain't gonna be arguing at me every 5 minutes. This is peaceful. I ain't calling her ass. You be like, I hope everything's okay. I got the chance to wish her a happy birthday and all that. But I ain't for no bullshit. Because I'm not the person who she thinks I am. I'm not this young person anymore. Y'all, let's face it, I'm old enough to be a grandmother. It's just that my kids don't have kids. A lot of my friends, their children have children, so that means that my friends are grandparents. So at this age, it's hard, y'all. If you think it's hard when you're younger, just imagine you're 52 and your mother cussing you out and you can't say nothing. You sitting up here damn near about to have a fucking stroke or a heart attack because you're old now and you got your mama cussing you out. You know, it's something else, y'all. So I want to know, y'all, folks who are my age or just a little bit younger, how do you handle it when your mama cussing you out and she hangs up the phone on you? Child, the last time me and my mother were in a disagreement, I was she was cussing and she took a break and the phone was quiet. And I think that she thought that I hung up on her. But what I was doing, y'all, is I was taking a deep breath before I spoke. Because, you might forget yourself and be like, bitch, hold on now. And you don't want to do that. And she was like, hello, hello. And then it took me a minute. And right when I was saying, I'm here, she hung up. I didn't hang up on her. I was trying to take that deep breath before I spoke, and some shit slipped out that I might regret. You know what I mean, y'all? So let me know down in the comments, child. Let me know how y'all handle it. Now I'm having me and my mother is back, speaking. That's my mommy. I know that there's going to be another time that, she cussed me out and we don't speak for a month or two. But honestly, y'all, I'm going to keep it real. It was quiet on this end. On my home front, I was like, oh, Lord, I can get a break. She can fuck with my other 3 siblings. She ain't speaking to me, so I ain't got to hear her mouth. She can fuck with them now. And y'all, what's funny is I'm the oldest in the family. My mother was married very young, and she had me when she was 18. And so she's only 18 years older than me. I tell her that I have friends her age, and I feel like that my mother knows that I'm a woman and she knows that I have opinions, but it's almost like she doesn't really respect those opinions as an adult. Meaning, I can sit down at the table with women who are my age, a little bit older, and then 10 or 15 years older. And when I sit at that table with those women, I can talk about childbirth and, you know, time with men and give my strong opinion that I have with all these 52 years under my belt. And they'll be like, yeah, girl, I know what you mean. And such and such and such. And we all are comrades and we're talking shit and all that. Now, I can sit down and try to have the same conversation with my mother, and it don't work out the same, y'all. The conversation is this: look, I've lived longer than you. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Let me tell you how it is. And I'll be thinking, well, I've had a baby too, and I've had a man that I lived with for, quite a long time, a number of years. I've been through heartbreak. I can speak on this subject too. But when it's my mother, I feel like I've been put in my place and shut my mouth, and because she knows more than I do. Another question for y'all is this: do you think because a person is older that they know more than you, on a particular subject? I know that they have more experience and stuff, but I tell my kids all the time because I learn from them all the time that just because I'm older than them doesn't mean that I know everything about everything. Every day they teach me something new, you know? So there are certain subjects and certain life experiences that I have that I come with a lot of more experience than them. But I never want to get to the age where I don't think that I can learn from them. Now, let me back up. My mother does say that, that there are things she learns from us. But it's all the other things that I might have an issue with. And like I said, to the day I die, I will respect her. I will continue to bite my tongue and never address her when we are in a disagreement, meaning I will never say what's in my head. Y'all, when I'm sitting there, it's so hard to not say anything. I'm getting my teeth and I'm squirming in my seat because, I want to let go and say, look, leave me the fuck alone, you crazy woman. And I know something about something, but I don't never do that, y'all. So this is the end of the video, but I wanted to know, y'all. Tell me about your experiences with your parents. Me and another YouTuber, it's a new YouTuber, and I wanted to tell y'all about him. It's this new YouTuber that I found that I find very interesting. And he has a new channel here on YouTube, and I wanted you guys to go to his YouTube channel and show him some love. And y'all, the funny part about it is I'm bringing this up, and I don't even have his YouTube handle. Lord, child, look, I'm gonna do a shout out video, and I'm gonna bring this brother to the forefront. Oh, okay, his name is For All To Hear TV, and that's all one word, and it's FORALL and the number two and then HEARTV. Now, the reason why I want to shout him out is he's from my hometown. He's not a new YouTuber, but he's just getting started with making videos, and he's making some interesting videos. And I like his content, and I like his quiet way of delivering the topic that he's talking about. And I also, because of that, asked him would he like to do some collabs. We are Cleveland homies. He comes from my neighborhood, and I just want to show him some love because when I very first started out making videos, which by the way, y'all, I know I passed my YouTube anniversary here. Y'all, it was just another day for me, so I didn't even bring it up. Actually, I don't even remember when it was. I just know it was sometime in May. Child, I'm getting old, so I don't pay attention to shit like that. But anywho, I would like y'all to support him. I will leave, his YouTube channel information at the end of the video or either down in the description box. But if you could check out his channel, subscribe, and show him some love. And if me and him can work out, the logistics of maybe doing some collabs on some videos, some Google Hangouts or whatever he can set up, because I told him that I'm here for it, because it would be like we talk about some subjects and we'll give a man's point of view because he's around my age, and also a woman's point of view on it. And it would be very interesting to see what we both come up with. And I guess we could invite people in to chat with us and whatever goes. I hope he's up for it. I think he's thinking about it and he's trying to work it out. But right now, y'all, please go over and support him. Thanks again for watching my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care now.